Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Network Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure. Welcome everyone, thanks for joining. Get started in a couple minutes. We're going to see what's going on with the markets. We're going to be analyzing security. That's what we're doing lately in live Tokyo. Quickly over news, earnings week, which is holding up the entire market. So what's happening with NVIDIA, and then we're going to pop down analysis on so just a couple minutes, and then we're going to get started.
Hey guys, good morning, welcome to the live session of Stocks Never Trading. My name is Dave, guys, my partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
In on US 30, sell, okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please, secure. Hey everyone, welcome. Thank you everyone for joining Stocks Never Trading. My name is Ron. My partner is Dave. Welcome guys. It is 6:23 p.m. Eastern right now. It's Monday evening. It is November 17th. So thanks everyone for joining. We're going to have a fun session tonight. We're going to get started with this week. We're going to go over this week's news quickly. There is earnings. A lot of big box stores, Costco, Home Depot is reporting tomorrow morning, and we also have NVIDIA this week. I think the whole market is waiting for NVIDIA's earnings. Could dictate whether we have a little bit of a bullish rally or it's going to continue selling off. So everything is riding on NVIDIA, guys, and we're going to see what's going to happen. So we'll go over earnings. We'll pinpoint exactly what day it is and when they're reporting, okay? So hope everyone had a great weekend. We're going to get started so we don't have too much time to waste, because you guys know that gold moves fast, so we want to get into it and do the top-down analysis and watch how everything is moving on the lower time frames, okay? So quickly, guys, this week's news. President Trump is speaking 6 p.m. So I don't have it on right now, but President Trump is speaking anytime this evening right now. News going into tomorrow. I'm just going to go quickly look through things here. We don't have much going on in New York and in Europe. Not much tomorrow. Tomorrow's a light day news-wise. As we move into Wednesday, British news, some British CPI folders are going to be released. We have our crude oil inventories. Crude oil is at some reasonable pricing. Maybe it's got a little bit further way to go before it reverses. But for all of our crude oil traders out there, keep an eye on this, the weekly inventories. We have our FOMC meeting minutes. Guys, this is not the conference. This is not a federal funds rate. This is just the meeting minutes. So this is a summary of last month's FOMC. In a summary here, okay? It is marked as a high volatility event, so just be careful if you're trading Wednesday afternoon, okay? And then as we move into Thursday, lots of news coming out here. So Thursday, it gets really high impact near the end of the week, especially in New York. With Thursday, Friday, we have the U.S. average hourly earnings month over month, non-farm employment change. Okay, so you can see the previous was 22,000. They're looking for a forecast of increase to 58,000. We'll see what the actual number is. Unemployment rate 4.3%. Looks like it's forecasted no increase, no decrease, just a pause. And then we have our Philly Fed manufacturing index and our weekly unemployment claims. And just to remind you guys, there was a government shutdown. And a lot of news did not get released. It got disrupted by that government shutdown, and they got canceled. So please be careful trading on Thursday and Friday when they release these news, because it's been over a month before we've seen any high impact news being released. A lot of it has been canceled. So just be careful here if you are trading Thursday morning. And then to finish off the week, Friday. Lots of retail sales coming out from Europe, French news, German news, all the flash manufacturing, flash services, UK, and then it moves into North America, and then we are going to get our, here in USD, in the US, we're going to get a flash manufacturing PMI and flash services. So again, expect high volatility in the end of the week, Thursday, Friday, okay? And then earnings, what I was just talking about. Tomorrow morning, Home Depot will be reporting. So it's a good, guys, whether you're trading it or not, just keep an eye on it, see what happens. Home Depot tells us a lot about retail spending, home renovations, all of these things. Are consumers spending? Are they being tight? What is the forward guidance of Home Depot going into the holiday season and things like that, okay? So they will be reporting pre-market. After hours, there is a few names out here as well. Again, you see, I'm just going through it quickly because we want to get on with charting gold. And Wednesday, I hope that you guys already have done your analysis over the weekend and you guys already prepared yourself. We also have Target. So these are those retail stores that I was talking about here. Lowe's, okay, so these big box retail stores will be all reporting this week. And then Wednesday, after hours, this is the big one. Please, everyone, if you can highlight this, circle this, I do whatever you want, but put this on your calendar. NVIDIA is reporting their earnings at 4:20 p.m. Eastern, midweek Wednesday after the close. Earnings per share, $1.17, revenue of almost $55 billion. They have exceeded their earnings quarter over quarter. It's just been one of those companies that just defies gravity, and it just keeps beating analyst estimates. And the bar keeps getting set high after every single earnings. So the bar is very high. You know, the market is riding on NVIDIA. It's basically carrying AI and tech and everything right now. You know that there is a little bit of selling pressure in the markets. So this is going to be a big event, guys. Again, whether you are invested in this company, whether you're trading it through options or you own shares or you're just on the sidelines, I would pay attention to this because this is a pretty big company, okay? This is a $5 trillion company. Probably the largest company in the entire planet, okay? And they report on Wednesday. So this could dictate where the markets move going into the end of the week with all that high impact US news and also going into next week, okay? So NVIDIA, after hours, Wednesday, 4:20. Everyone, circle that on your charts. Okay, just to finish off, Thursday morning, another big name, Walmart. Guys, this is the time to be listening in on Walmart. What is there going to be their forward guidance going into the holiday season, into Christmas, and into the new year? Walmart. So that's a pretty big company. This directly impacts retail spending. Okay, so this will tell us a lot. Have they been affected by the tariffs? Is everything going well with the company? Are they making money? Are they seeing a little bit of decrease in consumer spending? All of these things. Again, if you can listen to the conference call, fantastic. The more knowledge you have, the better. Okay, so Walmart, pretty big company. You can see all this week is all the retail, big box retail stores. Okay, you can see in earnings, they do have their phases where one weekend it's all big banks in the US, then another week it's all tech, then another week it's all like retail stores. So you're gonna you're gonna see this pattern because it happens every single 3 months, every quarter, same cycle. Okay, and just continuing. Thursday after hours, we got Gap and a few others, and then we move into Friday. Again, Friday is a lighter day, and then Friday after hours, probably nothing. Okay, so let's continue just moving. So we did our news. We know that there's big news coming Thursday, Friday, the end of the week. NVIDIA's earnings on Wednesday after hours, plus Walmart and Home Depot and Lowe's and all of that. Just some day-to-day news in here right now. Stock slide resumes in run-up to NVIDIA's earnings, jobs data, all of this week. So you can see we got big weeks. Big week ahead. The major gauges kicked off the week in rocky fashion with high stakes earnings and delayed data in review. So that's what I'm saying. Please be careful trading this week. After Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, take it easy, guys. This is not the time. This is the time you should be maybe limiting your risk just a little bit because we're going to expect some volatility. There's already been crazy volatility, and just bump it up another notch and it's going to get real serious out here, okay? Home prices are falling. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand home prices are falling, and former boom towns are getting hit the hardest. Bitcoin's sliding right now. It's in a little bit of a bear market, crypto right now. Bitcoin slide continues. We'll see when it finds a bottom. I'm thinking around 85,000. It should find some support in there. You know, it had that big run up where, you know, it's got to pull back. It's got to consolidate. For some of you guys that have been around Bitcoin since day one, you guys are used to 80, 90% pullbacks. I don't think this is going to be an 80, 90% pullback, but maybe revisiting 85,000 in there, seeing what's going on, okay? What else we got over here? Fear engulfs Bitcoin traders betting on free fall to 80,000. I'm thinking about 85,000. 80 has a nice little pocket in there, and we'll see if the buyers are in there. What else we got? Let me just go through this quickly. Amazon raises $15 billion in first U.S. bond sale in 3 years. Did anyone see Netflix also issued a 10-to-1 forward stock split? So Netflix, when you see it's like trading at $1,000, $1,100, now divided by 10, it's back down to $100, $110. Same market cap, but now they're issuing more shares on the market for allowing for more buying. Okay. And what else we got going on? Okay. Okay, and just continuing, guys. In our Discord, we sent out a few signals. This was signals to short US 30. This is kind of the big drop. We were looking for shorts below 47,100. So if I just zoom in here, you can see this was a black candle that came down, got a wick, went back up. You can see it came down there, wick, no volume closing below. So if you went in prior to impulse. Finally, it came down. There was the first body that closed below, and you can see you got to kind of understand your candlesticks. So you got to understand that if it doesn't come back to retest, you got to read your next bar, see it go down, come out. You could have got in here, possibly place your stop loss above there. And we had that big push down and continuing to push down. So that was a pretty good move on US 30. So that was a big drop. Well over 200, 300 pips on this signal. Also gold, guys. We sent some signals on gold. Look at this one. So we were targeting, guys, get to know your static levels. 40,000, gold might be 40,000, but I might be saying that in the future, but 4,080. Okay, so there's the bar that closed below. Again, there's the retest. That one verified, retested and pushed down. There was the first leg that came down, and you can see we use these as static levels. You can see again, it came right back there, 4,080, got rejected back down, rejected back down, rejected back down. There was the next leg, double bottom, couldn't break this area, strong support, came back up and pushed. There was the break. And then again, when it comes right back up, look, it came right back up again to 4,080 and pushed back down. So you can see it's kind of like a big double top where it came in one top, back down, came in, second top, and then the continuation drop. So guys, if you guys need some help, some ideas, trade ideas, we provide them here on a daily basis, Monday to Friday, some trade ideas, some trade setups. Maybe you're looking for the same exact setup, and then we're looking for it as well. It helps you maybe build your confidence with your charting and things like that. So we do have trade signals if you want those help over there. And also, guys, yeah, sorry guys. And just going over here to our website real quick. Live sessions this week. So Dave will be doing New York's from Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then guys, we're Tokyo all week, okay? So join us at 6:30 and we'll be going to 8:30 every single day. And we got some blogs available for everybody. If you're interested, we just wrapped up the risk management 3-day boot camp. That's uploaded on the website. Trading volatility. Maybe you want to read this. We're going to have some volatility coming in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. And lots of blogs available for you guys over here, okay? And there's a free Telegram channel pinned at the top of YouTube for everybody here. Thank you, 150 viewers. We appreciate you guys. If you guys can kindly leave us a like right now and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. There's also the free Telegram channel. It's pinned at the top. So it gives you all of our live links to join us on our live trading and analysis sessions on YouTube. Guys, this is a little meme right here. So you can see NVIDIA, this bull right here, is kind of holding up the entire economy and the stock market, and earnings are coming Wednesday after hours. So basically, it all rides on NVIDIA. It's just poking fun at it, but NVIDIA is basically holding up the market. So we're going to see Wednesday. Guys, these were those trade signals before and afters that I just covered over here. And everything that we do here, guys, all of our free blogs available for you guys, all of the promos, giveaways. And also, there is... right over here, if you want the lifetime membership for lifetime trade ideas, right over here, guys, send us an email here at stocksnipertrading.com and our admins will take care of you guys, okay? If you guys don't mind, let's get into it. Hit the subscribe button, guys. We're well on our way to get to 89,000. Let's see, we're plateauing right now over the weekend. Let's see if we can bump this up, all-time high, and we reach that psychological area of 100,000, okay? So this is gold, guys, on the monthly. We're going to break it down and let's get into it. So how's everyone doing? I'm talking very fast. I've had a lot of coffee. I got one of these new Philips coffee machines that grinds the beans and everything. I've always wanted one, and finally I got one. So I've had like 5 espressos. I've experimented with it. Espressos, cafe, lattes, macchiatos, cappuccinos, iced coffee. I think I've had 10 cups already, just testing it out, and I've been pissing all day, non-stop, like non-stop. So they're fun. They're good machines. They're much better than Tim Hortons coffee, I'll tell you that. Okay, guys? And on the side over here, we've got our Discord commodities chat over here with all of the snipers doing their job, killing it in here on a daily basis. Everybody in here contributing, sharing their charts, memes, talking in here, conversation. Guys, last night, Sunday nights when markets open, gold is fun. A lot of the snipers in the group hit goals, and there was some big moves last night, guys. So don't sleep on Sunday nights when the market opens up, because especially with gold right now, because it makes some serious moves. Okay, guys, so let's get into this. I hope everyone is well. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. Kenny, welcome. Welcome, man. Kenny, shout out to you, brother. Christoph, Sergio, welcome. Justin, thank you for joining. Forksborgs, welcome. Brendan. Tim, thank you for joining. Trump is speaking at the McDonald's Impact Summit. Yep. Danny, verbal disclaimer. Yes, thank you. Guys, we're not financial advisors here at SST. So everything you do is at your own risk. We are here for education and entertainment purposes only. We do trade with you, but it's my own personal trading. It doesn't reflect and profits are not guaranteed in the markets. Okay, guys, trade with common sense, use your risk management, and let's have some fun. Let's dissect some candles. Welcome, Dennis. Thank you for joining, brother. Bruce, Zay, welcome, guys. And everyone on YouTube as well. Before I get started, I got to give shout outs to you. Mohammed, welcome, brother. Thank you for joining, Habibi. Tony Gold, thank you. I appreciate you. Bakwaka, thank you. I said that right. Bakwaka, welcome. Justin, thank you for joining as well on YouTube. Miguel, welcome. Jay Violet, thank you guys. Trev Beats, welcome. Hazy, let's go. Okay, so this is how it looks on the monthly, real quick. This monthly candle is closing in 10 days and 23 hours. You can see where we had the all-time high last month and it came down and closed right there. We've opened, it already tested. You can see we've already kind of hit 50%, exactly 50% of last month's volume, and we found our buyers. Flipped the candle, turned bullish. We were running it up early this month, but you can see it's a lower high from the all-time high. And this month has got a rejection. So we are a pin bar and we are holding a little bit of bullish volume right above the opening balance of this month. So we got to see, it's holding 4,000 on the dot, like at that psychological number. So we'll see, can the buyers continue to hold it above 4,000 this month, or is the market going to take this out and start dropping down and filling that wick and we're pushing down, okay? So if you're following the monthly candle, keep an eye on this. 10 more days to go. Can we keep above 4,000 and continue pushing up? So I'm not going to be on the monthly. I'm going to the daily. And now let's go into the daily. Wow. Like, look at this pattern. It's beautiful. We had this major run up, all of the accumulation all throughout the summer, April, May, June, July, August. And then September 1st, they redistributed it to the upside. We hit the all-time high. I'm going to mark it right now with an orange line to represent Donald Trump's orange makeup over here. Donald Trump is all over the news, guys. So it's going to get even, so get your popcorn out for shit's going to get real, real intense in the next few weeks and the end of the year. It's wild. What a wild time to be a trader in the markets. Okay, so look at that. We have our all-time high on gold. I got my all-time high supply box, stretching it into the future. We haven't tapped into it yet. We came very close up here last Thursday, but they pushed it down and we got this leg coming down. So, did everyone do their analysis with this big black candle right here, Tuesday, October 21st? I know I did, because I do it every single day. Open, close. Let's figure out where, let's cut it in half, guys. Remember, I posted the song by OT Genesis and Young Dolph, Cut It. So hopefully you guys listened to it over the weekend and now you know why we cut it. Okay, so that's me cutting it right there. Cut it in half, 50%. And look at last Thursday. Boom, it just tapped right in there. That's a sniper right there. Just waiting there patiently for that bullseye, for that, we call it a kill shot. Here at SST, that's a kill shot, where you sit there with a pending order and boom, you get activated and you're in the money with zero drawdown. That's a kill shot. That's a real sniper in trading. That's what it's all about, okay? And hopefully with practice, guys, you guys are going to become real snipers too in the markets, and you guys are going to look for these kill shots. Do they always happen? No. Again, trading is not always guaranteed, but we look for high probable setups. And there it was. That was like a tic-tac-toe, right? Open, close, big body candle. Figure out where the halfway point is. There's your point of control. You see how we came right into it? And also I can see also where we traded Wednesday and the following day, Friday, right below it. So you see we haven't came back in here. So that is technically a lower high block above us. Where the sellers of the all-time high are protecting their positions, right? And then now we're getting this next leg coming back down, okay? But where are we moving down to, okay? So you see that the market stalled down here. We've got a nice, beautiful, where there was a double bottom right here. If you cut kind of this candle in half right here on Monday, October 6th, you would have got that point of control exactly. And you see how it held there, and then the double bottom right there, and then they redistributed right there, but we came into that big pocket, and there's our big sellers, okay? So everything should be making sense to you. There should be no confusion. Like, you can literally see it. If you just kind of, pay attention to what you need to look for, the price action, the candlestick should be talking to you, should be telling you a story right now. Like, do you guys see what I see? Like how beautiful this price action is. Came up, all-time high, big bearish candle. You gotta do your analysis on it. Then we had that leg that came down. And then you see it came up, lower resistance, came back, double bottom at the block. So that's got that traditional next leg, stronger leg. There it was. But you see, we still have this higher time frame supply. Why did that leg not come up to the all-time high? Because there's this block in the market. And you can clearly, visually see it right now. I know someone's going to say, well, Ron, it's easy. We can see it now. Well, that's what we do. We got to analyze it so we can predict the future move. So now it's coming down. Now, ask yourself, are we stalling down here? Is it going to come all the way back down in this green zone? Remember I told you 4,000 is that kind of monthly pivot right there, right at that wick. So if we start holding 4,000, will it build the next leg to come back up and trade into that block? Or are the sellers going to continue to come down and test in here? And if this one holds, yes, it could come up. But if it breaks, we could see gold selling off, okay? So these are your big blocks that you should be paying attention to. Now, we also have right here, structure in the market. There's a body, and a body. So if we just place a point of interest right there, body, 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 cut that one in half right there, you can see literally how it cut Friday's volume in half. Let's just identify it for verification. And I love the number, 4,125, right? It's a nice psychological number. There it is, opening price, closing price. Look at the 50%. It is right on 4,125. So I'm going to figure out the point of control from Friday's bear volume is right there. And you can see we still have not traded back into Friday's bear volume. The market is continuing to push away from it. So you guys see how I've identified that, stretch it into the future. I'm going to also place an alert at 4,125 for this week. I'd like to be notified if gold comes back in there because I could sell that point back down, or if the buyers break above and close above, I could be buying off this block to take it back up to this block up here, okay? But now I see Friday's move came down, back up. There was the close. There was Monday, okay? So we got some points of interest. We've got a closing and opening price, Friday, Monday. Remember, when it opened up Sunday night, it was bullish. It came from 4,080 all the way right up to 4,106. Did it tap into this red zone right there, the bottom of the red line? No. Did it tap into there? No, no, no. The answer is no. It got as high as right here. That's a lower high. Sellers came in, came right back to the opening balance, and very bearish day, they went and they took out Friday's low, okay? So we can see it's been taken out, and it continued for a new lower low right down there, almost to the opening balance of that big, 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 strong bullish candle. That was the breakout candle of this double bottom right here. So right there's a good point of interest as well. Look at it, 3,999.70 cents. It's like we're shopping at Walmart. Why don't we just make that 4,000 on the dot? So you can see it is still technically holding. That was that monthly break I was telling you. So those monthly buyers are still there holding the monthly volume. They brought it right back up and they closed. This is now the opening right now. So this candle just opened. What time is it? 48 minutes ago. So we've got an opening balance right here. There was where we closed, there where we opened. 4,045. It was initially bullish where we came up, and we've already hit the highest point of the day so far. Again, the day is young, it's early, so we may revisit this, but let's acknowledge it right now, 4,054. One other point of interest is the big bearish candle that's already closed. I want to find where 50% of that is. In case we come back up to the trade at the highest point of the day, and we do break out a little further, I just want to cut that candle in half right there, 4,062. And I also want to just know where the bearish point of control is of that previous day's candle, just in case we come up there, okay? And you can see we just missed it right now. Came up, there's the high of the day, and continue push down, opening balance. They flipped the candle, they turned it bearish, where we just pushed to the lowest point of the day, right there, okay? So you can see you know, we've got the spin top candle. It just opened up 48 minutes ago. So it's just coming up right now. Are we going to come back to the opening balance? Will it flip back up blue, test this, and break out a little further? Or is sellers going to continue to bid down in here and take it and possibly fill? Let's see. Let's just acknowledge the wick. And then you see the body, what's left over, where that 4,000 support is. Right there, I'm just going to make a green zone just to let me know if we're coming in there. That's a pretty important zone on the monthly. That's what's holding up the monthly candle right now, is this zone right here at 4,000. Okay, so is that pretty good analysis, guys? You guys understand what we're looking at on the daily, where this could continue to push down. However, we could build back up, but we've got our line zones. Now, from the daily, I'm going to go to the 4-hour real quick, just to kind of see what the 4-hour candles are doing. So I can see when it hit up here into that point of control was Thursday, 6 a.m. They pushed it down, came back up. You can see all the lower highs on the 4 hours continue. Big redistribution candle coming down. We kind of consolidated lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and continued to break for lower lows. So if I just go back now, I can see how it was trading. Right there was Europe. There was where it came up bullish, came back down. Here was 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. This represents pre-New York, COMEX, and a little bit of Wall Street. It came back up and pushed down. We had the big bear volume coming down 10 a.m. Eastern after Wall Street opened up, and then the rest of the day closed right there. We had this big end of the day move. 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. is where we came down and pushed right back up. So this is our new 4-hour candle that's opening. It's representing the daily candle right now that just opened, okay? So we are still technically pushing down. However, we might find some support coming in because this was a good supporting level that took us all the way up there, and now we're retracing all the way back down into here. So we'll see. Right now we might get some consolidation in between here, and we'll see later tonight if gold breaks out above 4,067 and starts to move its way up to 4,100, or it's going to continue to sell below here and we're coming down to 4,000. Okay, so let's go on the 1 hour now real quick. Hourly is pushing down, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, new lower low, come back up, lower highs. Came right there, didn't break for a new lower low, came back up, but then these are all lower highs, continue to push. They really flushed it out at 2 p.m. Eastern today in the afternoon. There was the big flush, and then 3 p.m. power hour came back up. There was kind of the close, and this is where we just opened right now. So you can see we've got this hourly candle that's going to close in 7.5 minutes, and it's a spin top on the hourly. It just opened up. It was bullish. High of the day, came back down, printed the low of the day, and it's right back essentially right where it opened, okay? So not getting too much information from the hourly candle. We'll wait for it to officially close in 7 minutes, and we'll see what's going on, okay? And let's just bring it down to the 5 minutes. President Trump is speaking right now. Okay, we got to factor that in as well, okay? You know, anytime he's speaking, it could get volatile, okay? But you see the 5 minutes, the big flush was 2:30, pushed down, bottomed out, 3 p.m. You know, these hourly switch up, guys, get to know the hourly switch ups. If you're a 1 minute trader, a 3 minute trader, a 5 minute trader, even a 15 minute trader, you always have to pay attention to your 30-minute candles when they open up, and also when your hourly candles open up, because you can see right there how momentum changes. Right there, it came all the way down exactly like clockwork, literally, at 3 p.m., and then that was the move coming right back up. We can see it came right back down there at 6:45, and now it's coming back up. So this is what we got so far on the 5 minutes. Let's just we'll pay attention to these and see how everything unfolds going into 7 p.m. I'm just going to add my daily bar right beside me. There's the opening price. We came up the highest point. We can see exactly what time it was, 6 and 6:05. And then we came down, lowest point was right there at 6:45. And now we're coming right back up to the opening balance. So even today's daily candle is not showing us much. Again, it just opened up 55 minutes ago, okay? So you can see there's still 23 hours left on this. And then just adding some, if you want to add some EMAs, the EMA 9 is this green line. We are currently below it. And the EMA 200, what did I do? Did I get rid of it? There it is. The EMA 200 is at that red block, right at that daily point of interest up there, okay? So we're going to continue to watch this, guys. Hit the likes on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get this up to 300. 88,000, 10 more will get us to 300, guys. Okay? And I'm just going to check spreads on gold right now. It's not the greatest time to be trading it right now. Yeah, spreads are rather high. I've got 1.5 right now, which is high for me. Normally I'm trading it with 0.5, 0.4. But I'm going to wait for the hourly open in the next 5 minutes, okay? We'll see on newsfeed if there's anything on Trump here. Is anyone in a trade right now? Also, that helps with analysis as well. Is anyone in a trade right now? I am not in a trade. I'm window shopping right now. Just window shopping right now. Just seeing. We can play the 50 Cent song. Yeah, Daddy's a window shopper. Looking at shit I can't buy right now because the spreads are too high. So I'm just waiting it out. Yeah, if you need to keep that track in your head too, you know, cut it when we're cutting it. You can play that one. And then when you're on the sidelines, we're just window shopping right now. We're just looking at shit we can't buy because spreads are too high. Don't get me rapping on here now. And you can see like this big bear candle at 640. See how I just cut it right in half? I can still see we're below it. We don't have any blue volume above that cut candle. So it is technically still bearish. You're going to buy right now? Just whether you buy, sell, or whatever you do. I'm just, again, we're here for education and entertainment. Just remember you're buying 2 minutes going into a new hourly candle. There could be a momentum, could be volatility coming in. Okay? It could work out in your favor, but it could also go against you. So if you're patient, I recommend just waiting out 2 more minutes. And we got a football game tonight, NFL Monday night game. It's my Dallas Cowboys against Las Vegas Raiders. Dallas Cowboys are garbage right now. They are horrible. I'm embarrassed to say I'm a fan of the Cowboys. Don't hold that against me. And this is where we're kind of consolidating right now in the 5 minutes. Like we can continue to watch what they're going to do. Let's see if it will take out again the low. Let's see, maybe sellers will close it below the purple lowest point of the day. It might, you know, be a fake out down there and grab some liquidity and come back up, or we're going to just really start pushing down. So again, I'm just waiting it out here. Oh, James, nice. You bought NHL tickets for Florida and Toronto? Amazing. I've been to in Florida. I've been to a Montreal and Florida game. Okay, so here we go. 1 more minute, guys, and then we're heading into 7 p.m. We got some wicks down in here. We don't have the greatest volume. Okay, there's lots of indecision going on. So let's see if we get some closing blue volume above here, or sellers will continue closing here. We might continue to consolidate in this zone here. Not the greatest. Yeah, Danny, I watched it. England 2-0 over Albania. Albania held their own with them. It was until the 80th minute. Then Kane scored, and then he scored again. Like when the game was over. But we're in the qualifying round now, so hopefully we can qualify in the World Cup in the qualifying rounds. Okay, here we go. So here's the closing. This is a new hourly. Okay, so open bearish. Again, we're inside the zone, not the greatest area to be trading. So when in doubt, wait it out. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I know you guys are going to start screaming at me. Ron, buy, sell, what do we do? You can clearly see what I'm doing. I'm waiting this out. It's not the greatest area to be trading in here. Okay, so it came down, another wick. It's playing ping pong. We're playing ping pong in here. Okay, so sellers are pushing down, okay? So if they break this, this daily point of interest, we are right here at the lowest point of the day, this purple line, okay? So a few things can happen at the lowest point of the day. It could come down there and just continue to drop, right? It could come down there, they break it, and then they come back up, and it's a fake out and come back up like this. Or it could close below there, and then we might use this as resistance to continue to push forward. One area of interest on the 5 minutes would be if we were to break this purple line. I'm cutting that blue body right there in half because it hasn't been transacted in as of yet. This 4,023 area. And then you can see that that's a pretty good area right there because it was resistance right there, and then I can see it turned into support right there. On the 5 minutes. Right there. You see that? How it hasn't been tapped into as of yet. Okay, so the sellers came down. They never took out that lowest point of the day. Buyers are returning it right back up. So let's see where this thing will close in the next 2 minutes. My spread still sucks right now, 1.7. It's actually increased right now. Okay, so we got some good wicks. Okay, so if you were selling, you see it came down, it's returning back up. We're still inside this neutral zone in here. Maybe we got to wait for this body to close again in 2 more minutes. When in doubt, wait it out. Hit the likes on YouTube, guys. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys. Almost 300 viewers for a Tokyo session is unbelievable, actually. It's awesome. So thank you, guys. We appreciate your support. And we're going to be on here every single day this week, Tokyo sessions. And then next week, we're going to move into some New Yorks. Anyone listening in on Trump? I am not. And guys, just to give you an idea of this neutral zone, it's a big zone. Like you can see measured from the yellow line to it's $8 move. It's 80 pips or 800 points. Okay, that's a big zone. Okay, it's not a small zone. You guys know that gold is very volatile now. The candles are much larger than they were years ago. Okay. These are not Mickey Mouse candles. These are big boy candles now, where an average 5-minute candle is anywhere from 50 to over 100 pips. And it's been like this for over a month. Like, this is incredible, guys. I haven't seen volume trading like this in years. And I watch candles like religiously on a daily basis. This is unbelievable. Like, you can literally get in and out and hit daily goals much faster than you would years ago. So just stay disciplined. Make sure you're managing your risk. Okay, we tell our snipers all the time, you're not just a trader, you're a risk manager, you're an account manager, you are an emotional manager. You gotta know how to handle your emotions. You are your own psychologist. You know, you gotta be all of these things. If you just say you're just a trader, you need to be more than that. You literally have to be your own psychologist. You gotta be your own emotional support. You gotta be everything, because these markets are ruthless. They don't give a shit about you and your feelings. They don't care about how much money you have or whether it's you're on your last dollar. They don't care, okay? They will take your pants off of you if they could. These markets are ruthless, okay? So we got to be smart, and you got to trade smart. You need to lower your risk, especially if you don't have the experience to trade this type of volatility in the markets. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so now we're working our way back down. Okay, so when it came up, lower high, lower high, lower high, sellers are still in control from the top. But when it comes down, coming to the bottom, we got some buyers interested. Higher low, higher low, higher low, off of the lowest point of the day. So we're still in this accumulation phase. So you see again, the candle flip blue, came up, lower high, and they're pushing it right back down. Okay, so I know some of you guys are buying. Some of you guys even said earlier you were buying. Okay, so you got to understand we do have some sellers in the market. Okay, yes, the market could flip back up, reverse, but I like to see a blue candle maybe closing kind of above these bodies up here. And we're still below 50% of that big bearish candle that kind of pushed this move down. So if you're buying, I would be buying small increments, feeler trades, and just see if this lowest point of the day is building, right? I don't have a bias right now. I'll be honest with you. I'm just no bias right now. It's hard to say because we're right in the middle here. Like, you know, when we're looking at pattern recognition, I see this big leg that came down. I see the big leg that came right back up. Now here, we're just like right in the middle. So yes, it could come back up and, you know, do something like that, right? But we're not there yet. So then if I got to go with my bias, then maybe we're going to go continue to try and take out this lowest point of the day, maybe bounce there, and then we'll see if it can come up there strong. If not, that could be that breaks, and then we're coming down in here. Then your better buys would be at 4,000 today. That's that monthly supporting area. And we'll see if it's really holding, or they're going to flip, the sellers are going to flip the whole monthly gold candle bearish. And we still have, what did I say, 10 days to go? Sorry, 12 days. Okay, so what would you rate this volume right now? The way we're trading, is this A plus volume to be trading? Is this a B plus, a C, or this is stay the hell away from this? D, C, okay, so that's mid, right? It's not the greatest, not the shittiest. We're in the middle, okay? What I want to just see is what will happen at this purple line, okay? Because that's the lowest point of today, and it has not been broken yet, okay? The sellers are trying. They're coming down. When they came down there, those buyers returned it back up, but there was no follow-through. Again, that was a bear candle that came down, higher low. The buyers brought it up, and there was no, you know, follow through to the upside. So now they're still there. They're still holding it. Sorry guys if I didn't answer all of your questions. You know, sometimes I don't see all of your questions. I'm not trying to disrespect anyone or anything like that, but you know, we gotta also follow what's going on over here. Sometimes I'll miss your questions, okay? Okay, so it's building again. So this candle's closing right now, 4 seconds. Nice bullish engulfing candle. That's good. No wick, so we should see continuation to the upside. However, if we look for a pullback, we could look for the pullback into 50% of its body. Okay, so let's see. The buyers are here. They're proving they're here. That was a strong close. Closed above. It engulfed 2 of those black bodies. That's good. But we're still just inside this consolidated zone. But we're watching it build slowly. Okay. So that candle just opened. Had a little bit of a high. Came down. Now it's retesting. You see that wick at 50%. Okay. So if it holds, it could come back up blue and then start to fill. There it is. There's the nice blue push. Okay. So now it's coming to that 9 EMA. Right there, we should see either a wick to come down, there it is, and maybe it will refuel itself to impulsively fill that wick and break out to that daily position. Okay, so right now it's strong. You could entertain a buy, but I want to wait to see if it will close above 50% of that big black candle. Because again, this could be just a nice bullish move, and then a wick brings it right back down. Okay, so and then I see it still trading in this zone here. But if you're already in a buy or you bought, that's good buy. But you also have to understand that there is some resistance up here. Okay, you can't fail to acknowledge that. You got to be true with yourself. Okay. But did you guys see the retest of 50%? Okay, so at least we can confirm it's retested 50%. But we do not have a close above that red line. That was the cut line of that big bearish candle right there. Okay, so there's the rejection coming down. Now we have 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. So now it's a spin top candle. Now the sellers pushed it right back down to the opening balance. And we'll see if the buyers can hold it up and continue push it up, or sellers are going to flip it back down. Okay. So that's why I said on the buy, I was waiting for volume to confirm if it was going to close above here in order to take the buy. Because it's still trading in this zone in here. Now the buyers are bringing it right back up with 2.5 minutes to go. So that's a strong move on their part. But if they're strong, they should be able to come back to the high and break it out and test this area right up here. 4,040, 4,041 up here. Do you guys have any questions now while I'm looking at the chat? Any questions? Zoom, YouTube, do you guys have any questions about anything right now? Are you guys following along? Shouldn't be too complicated right now. Okay, so you see sellers pushed it right back down and now flip the candle now to test again, maybe 50%, or now they might have more offers and to push it down lower. Where am I from? We're from Ontario, Canada. John, what is cutting? Cutting a candle in half. Just basically right there. See that bullish candle where it opened and closed? See the red line? I cut it in half. See this black candle right there? Open, close. I cut it in half. Just cutting it in half and finding the psychological midpoint, point of control of that volume. Okay. We could further it by using the Fibonacci tool by going to the open and close and then finding just a little bit above, a little bit below, and finding that point of control zone. That's just the literal 50%, okay? And then you see, guys, that's why I was hesitant on buying that candle, because for that exact reason. It came up, pushed down, kind of going with the selling volume, pushing it right back down. Okay, because if I bought that, I would be in drawdown right now. So that's why I was hesitant. I wanted to see if the buyers would prove to me that they could close above there. They came up there 2 times and they failed. So now it could be still building from the bottom. Okay. I know it's difficult because sometimes when those candles flip, they look nice, like you want to buy them. Believe me, I'm a scalper, so I get teased a lot. But your best move in the markets is to wait it out. Okay. Yes, you might miss out on a move here and there, but what happens right there? Hypothetical. If I bought that, I'm in drawdown now. Okay. So I don't play the woulda, shoulda, coulda game. You gotta make up your mind and you gotta go with it. Okay. So right now, sellers are in control. They rejected them, lower high, and now pushing it down. But same thing on the flip side. We haven't seen a black candle close below this yellow line. It's impulsively came down to the lowest point of the day, back up. It impulsively came down there, higher low, back up. It impulsively came down there again, higher low, produced that big bullish candle, and we came up, but now they're bringing it right back down. So the same situation. I want to see, can sellers prove to me that they can close below that yellow line? Because if I go in a sell, it could just come down, get a wick, and go right back up, just like it did on that to those buyers there. Unless you believe that this is coming down with more momentum, more selling pressure from a higher time frame, you can look at your 15-minute candle. You can look at your hourly. Hourly is still a little bit kind of indecision. There's still a lot of time left on it, 43 minutes. And then that will take us into the futures market at 8 p.m. So you see again, the market is just playing ping pong right now, where it just came down, right? And then it came back up. So this is where you don't really want to engage in this type of trading unless you have small feeler positions and you're just kind of accumulating with the market, okay? But I see a range right now. I don't see kind of a trending market currently. If the sellers can close it below there, then maybe we'll continue with this trend. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. But you see again, they failed to close down there. We still have 3 minutes left. They could bring it back down and close it down there, but the volume is back at almost the opening price of this candle. And if the buyers flip it, we could get another bullish leg trying to fill that wick and then possibly close above here. And then we could get that bullish breakout back to the opening price. Okay, but you see now how the sellers are pushing it back down? So now let's physically watch and see if they can close it below. Is it okay to range trade? As long as you're disciplined. Like when it's coming down, you got to know to pip and dip. When it goes up, you got to know to pip and dip. If you're selling, you got to know maybe to pip and dip. Okay. You also got to kind of get in, get out. That's what pip and dip is. Or when you get in profit, take your stop loss, go to break even. But you got to understand, it's just trading inside here. If you're looking for a longer move, you could stay in the zone and trade like this for the next 30 minutes, 1 hour. You're going to get frustrated. But it's perfect for pip and dip and scalpers in here, because I showed you the entire zone is 80 pips. So, you know, even if you get 1 bar, like this sell bar right now, if you sold this candle, you're up at least 40 pips. That's maybe enough to get in and out for a scalper. That's all they're looking for. Okay. But here's now the close. So also what it could tell us is it going to take out that lowest point of the day, that purple line? That's also very interesting. Okay, that's a big bearish volume now, filling all of the wicks. Okay, so if you took that buy, unfortunately you got caught. Okay, but let's learn from it. Let's learn. The market gives us lessons. Make sure you learn. If you bought, ask yourself, why were you buying? What confirmations did you have to buy? That's what I do. You know, I go in trades. I get stopped out. I know how it is, but I'm not doing this to be negative on anybody, but I'm just trying to help out. Like, you got to now go back and look. Why did you buy? What could you have done better? Things like that. That's how you improve. Losses are lessons in the market. We made a blog on this. You got to learn from it, okay? If you don't learn, you're probably going to commit the same mistake on your next trade. Okay, now we're going into 30 seconds. So again, it looks like it impulsively broke down. It did not take out that purple low of the day. Okay, so it had that wick where it came up, and then the sellers are continuing pushing it down again. So when it closes, again, I'm going to take this red line, cut line, and cut this volume in half to see where the halfway point is, in case there's going to be a retest. Okay, will this volume actually close below that yellow daily point of interest? Right near, okay, so it did. So now there's the cut line. See, I just cut it, open, close in half. It opened bullish, ignited right away. Open bullish, ignited, coming right back up. And if they reject this down, sellers could take it and aim for that purple line and drop it down into this zone below us. Okay, but if these buyers now, you see the candle is ignited. So it's one of those strong candles. There they just flipped it down. Okay, so it came up for the retest of the yellow line and they just flipped it. Okay, so now it's battling with that opening position again. This is where I may consider possibly taking a sell. However, I don't have a close below the purple lowest point of the day. So this is where the market could possibly fake me out. Like if it comes down here, you know, you go on a sell, it could just come right back up and it go blue, right? So you've got to be very careful at the lowest point of the day or the highest point of the day, okay? So again, if you just got to wait it out again, we'll see if it's creating like a bear flag right here. Maybe we'll accumulate more to get a bigger drop down, but I still don't have them taking out that lowest point of the day. I have a candle that closed below, open bullish, ignited, came up, got retested, and pushed down, okay? That's good enough indication for a sell. If this was anywhere else, I would have considered taking the sell, but this purple line is, you know, it's the lowest point of the day. That's why I'm a little hesitant, because I want to see if they break it and if buyers bring it right back up, because this could be a notorious fake out candle. I still have not broke that low yet. Wow. Okay, so it's showing a little strength on buyers, that they're there protecting the lowest point of the day. Okay, and then you see how the candle's now like this indecision spin top bullish candle. Okay, so I just tapped into the lowest point of the day, produced the wick, equal lows. My broker I use is Fusion Markets. Fusion. So again, if you're not in a trade, what are they doing? They're attempting to take out the lowest point of the day about 38 more minutes prior to the futures market opening up. So if you're not in a trade, you still got to kind of digest what's happening, play it out. There's the break. Okay, so we have a new lowest point of the day now. Okay, so now I want to see, can the sellers officially close it below there? Or is it going to get one of those return wicks and come right back up? And then this is where I'd like to see if the buyers are here, right inside here. That's 50% of that big bullish candle. There's a little bit of a zone right there where it was resistance right there, pushed down, came back into that resistance, wick back down, came into that resistance, wick back down. Big bullish candle near the end of the day, 3:30 p.m., closed above there, and then that's where we had that nice big bullish run. And now they're redistributing it back down into, I want to see what will happen in the zone if it does get in there. Okay, so we've got a wick, again, coming right back. Where will this body close? Above or below that purple line? 1 more minute to go. Okay, so good return, coming back up. Now, if you want to kind of buy, at least now you know that they took out the lowest point of the day. Buyers are bringing it back up, but it could be now consolidating in this kind of area right here. My spreads are still shitty at this time. Okay, look at that now. Big bullish candle. Now volatility is starting to come into the markets. 19 seconds left. Okay, so it closed above that yellow line, still below 50%, bullish ignited candle. I like buying these things. Okay, if there's one small pullback, damn, it went off with me. Okay, there's the pullback, get ready. Okay, if it refuels itself, okay, they flipped it, barcoding down. No, it could be that Tetris sell side piece unless the buyers can step in here at the point of interest or get an upper wick. Otherwise, this thing could be driving down. Man, we're getting some volatility right now, okay? So we're heading into 7:30 with some volatility. Okay, so it came down, wick, coming back up. Will the candle flip blue and take off? I might be entertaining a buy. Okay, I'm going to go in. It came back up, got a good return wick, came back to the right over here. I'm in a buy. Okay, I'm going to place my stop loss. I could go right below that previous wick. I'm going to go below this zone, this green zone, right below that red line, and I'm going to look to see if we can return back up to that yellow line. Okay, I'm in a buy. I like how they returned it down. They took out the lowest point of the day, brought it back up, closed above that yellow line. It opened, came down, picked up another higher low, and broke for that higher high. Now I just got to follow the volume while I'm in it. Okay, so we have 3 more minutes to go. I'm in a buy. And if we can get up to that red line, that would be about 70 pips, just up to that red line. If it can go up to the yellow, it's over 100, okay? But let's aim for that red line, see what will happen there, because that's where our big 5-minute resistance is. Yeah, I'm in a buy. And we're going into also 7:30 in the next, what do we got, 2 minutes. Okay, so we'll see if maybe we can get some 30-minute momentum, both buyers coming in at this lowest point of the day, maybe to push it up a little bit. Lots of volatility in the markets right now. Okay, good return wick. Okay, there's a lot of volatility in the markets. Okay, there's lots of volatility. I told you with the spreads. Okay, you see that big bearish candle? How it got that wick coming right back up? That's volatility. There's a lot of volatility. If you're trading with a really, really tight stop loss, you're going to get stopped out probably both ways. Lots of volatility. You might have to open up a little bit, decrease your sizing. It's all about risk management now. So let's see if the buyers can continue to close above this red line. Remember that like point of control, that bearish candle right there? Because if it stays below here, sellers are still in control. So I'd like to see if the buyers can get blue vol and closing it back above that red line, and we build off of this to get that next bullish leg coming through here. 50 seconds to go, and this could determine the opening of the new 30-minute candle at 7:30. We got to kind of invert this area back positive for buyers, because right now sellers are still controlling it. I want to see if we're going to get some buyers coming in at 7:30, protecting this lowest point of the day, and if we can reverse back to the upside a little bit. Okay, so sellers closed it, bearish engulfing. Okay, we're barcoding again, black, blue again. But sellers could get a lower high and push this thing down. So we're literally barcoding. You can see it now. Like, I know it's a lot of zones, but what I can do is just utilize this zone right there. So I can bring it down to those, you see, black, blue. So that's why it's so important for buyers to close it back above here, blue, so we can kind of start to push a little bit up towards this red line. Because if sellers bring it back down, then unfortunately it's going to go a little deeper down into the drawdown. Then I might have to get out of this trade without even coming down to my stop loss. I might have to manually exit early because, you know, sellers they're still in control. So this is the candle, 7:30. Can we push above there and get some blue volume closing above this red line? Red line is 4,034. Or can we just, you know, break out of here and create a new higher high? Okay, that too. I'll take either a higher high breakout, and also the volume closing above would be like the bonus. Still, you know, a lot of sellers, lower highs, still pushing down. So we got to see, can we retain this opening balance from this 7:30 candle? It's already taken the liquidity from the lowest point of the day. So let's see. The buyers are showing me they're not real strong. Got to really push through here. Okay, so there was it came down, refueled itself, took some pending orders, came back up, again, rejected back down. So you guys know the drill. If we lose this opening balance, it's a shooting star candle coming back down, right down to this purple line. You know, if it can't hold here, then it could come a little lower. So sometimes I don't like holding these trades. Sometimes I like exiting early, but let's see what will happen here. Can we find some buyers at 4,030 here? I have no idea what Donald Trump is saying right now. I'm not watching that. I don't know if he's still on. I have no idea. I'm watching my trade right now. Is there anything in the news? Let's see. Nothing as of yet. Lots of barcoding. Bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish. So two sides are accumulating. Okay, two sides are accumulating. Sellers are selling and buyers are buying. It's just these sides are not closing it with authority, right? Sellers are not closing it below here, and buyers are not closing it above there. So we're still in this accumulation phase. So I'm in a buy. It's in drawdown, but I'm looking to close above this red line. Maybe see if we can get some continued push up to this red line and see what happens up there. With the daily opening balance in focus. The yellow line up there at 4,045. And we're going to close in 30 seconds. So let's pay attention to who has the momentum going into the close. Okay, it's literally a tug of war between buyers and sellers, both of them. It's so crucial for buyers to close above this red line, as it is crucial for sellers to close below that purple line. So this is the fight. Okay, so we did close above with a short wick. We have an ignited bar. So these are those bars that are ignited. Can they continue with that momentum? No, we just lost it, okay? So if it has to come back down to retest, 50% of that bullish candle is right there, right? But if we can get a better retest at the yellow line, right there, we got a higher low at a daily point of interest. That's better than coming down all the way down to 50%. That's telling me that there's a little bit of daily interest right here at 4,033. See how it caught the wick at the yellow line? And we didn't need to come down into 50% of the candle because our daily point of interest is still holding weight. So that's good for us as buyers. But we need to continue with this momentum now. We got closing volume. We had a proper retest. Now let's see if we can fill this wick and get up to maybe 4,037. Right? Trade right into this volume. Take out these highs. Oh, that was a nasty rejection. Okay, as soon as we came right up, they rejected it, but we filled right back up. So with the refill, we should be able to pop and get up to 4,037 up here. Okay, lots of volatility. The volume is nasty right now. It's not easy to trade this shit. I'm right back to where I entered, okay? So right back at my opening price. And then we got 3 more minutes to go into the close, okay? So it's still building, right? It's been pushed down. How many times have you guys counted in your head? It's been rejected 3 times, but every time it came down, kept refueling. So let's see, with all of this accumulation in the candlestick, I'd like to get it up to test 4,037. We failed again, okay? So it shows us how strong the offers are up here, okay? Strong offers. Sellers are tough up here. They're not allowing this to, redistribute right now. Okay, so we're coming back again, filling up. 2 more minutes. So this is like the halftime show of this candle. We saw the first half. Now the second half is coming in. First 2.5 minutes have expired. Now we got the second half, 2.5 minutes. Buyers are still in control of this candle. There's the push. Okay, I'd like to see 4,037 trading into these bodies. Right over here. Here's our major resistance. There it is. 4,037 and 60 cents. There's a body. And then above there, we just have those wick fills up to there. Okay. So right now it is moving in profit up to 30 pips. But, we're looking for continuation. Let's see if we can get it. Okay. If it starts to break here up 40 to 50 pips, I'm going to start reducing my risk to break even. Okay. Maybe not entirely break even, but reducing it substantially. Maybe like right below here at 4,031 from where I am right now. Okay, but let's follow it. So we got higher highs, got higher lows. We closed above, got a retest of the daily point of interest. But here's the big resistance right here with 1 minute to go. And remember, guys, this was a new 30-minute candle that opened the market at 7:30. There we go. Nice push right up to that resistance. Okay, so that's a 40 pip fill. I'm reducing my stop loss below that body right there. Okay, so my stop loss is below this body at 4,031. So you see, I just decreased my stop loss from all the way where I was 70 pips. I just decreased it. Okay, I'm in the money, but that's how you reduce your risk. I'm not at a break even yet. I want to see where this bar will close first. Because sometimes I go to a break even way too fast. Next bar comes down, taps me out, and it runs. Okay, here's the close. We're right up there, guys. 50 pips. Beautiful. If you guys want to reduce your risk, you guys are more than welcome. Okay, I have not yet. I'll recap what we did here, but let's follow this close. This is really important. Do we have enough volume to fill these wicks and get above there, or seller's going to reject it down? Then we have to figure out if we close above all of this, this red line could be support. We closed right there. No wick. Okay, this is bullshit. This is manipulation right here. I'm telling you. They're bringing it down bearish engulfing with no wick. Let's see if it can retest right there, that red line. Because that was resistance, 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 resistance. This needs to be support right now. If it's not, we're going to test into. This is a nasty candle, guys. Believe me. I know these candles. We closed 99.9% right at the high, and these fucking assholes brought this shit bearish ignited down. You're telling me all of that volume could not open blue and advance 1 pip? Bullshit. It's bullshit, okay? So I'm telling you guys, when you get to know these candlesticks, you're going to be calling out this bullshit all day long. So they're really trying to hold this down, okay? So it came down. We got a wick coming back up. We got to see where the battle will be, this red line. 4,037 is going to be the battle zone. Who is they? Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. The market makers are Mickey Mouse. Oh my goodness. $40 profit token? Good, good. Okay. Oh man. I'm probably going to give back all of my profit here due to this disgusting candle. This is as sick as this candle can get. I'm telling you, this is the most disgusting candle in trading. If you guys don't know what I mean, you got to learn. This is the most this is the biggest fuck you candle the market maker could throw at us. If you want me to zoom in, look at this blue candle. Look at where it closed. Look at the wick. It's not even one tick. And look at how it opened bearish ignite, and they're bringing it all the way down. Okay? Again, that is something smells fishy. Something smells real fishy up there. Okay? Something smells fishy. There's nothing you and I could do about that. I'm sorry, guys. Okay? There's nothing that we could do. We had all of the momentum. We closed 99.9% at the high, and you're telling me the next candle couldn't open with 1 tick just to move up? I call bullshit all day on that. All day on that. Yeah, that's an FU candle. That's a 50 pip FU candle. Look at all of those profit back down to break even right now. And I didn't hit a break even. I told you guys, I still have a stop loss in the market right here, but I reduced it substantially because this is now where the market could say FU and start now targeting either this lowest point of the day unless we can get some buyers stepping in now. And we're 15 minutes away from futures market open, okay? So things are going to get real interesting. Oh my God. Oh. These are those things in trading that piss you off so much that you want to just smash your computer, but you got to remain cool. You got to remain cool. Believe me. Do you guys understand like frustration with that move right there? Man, that's how they're protecting this opening balance right there. Something smells fishy up there. Okay, so again, it came down to that daily point of interest, yellow line. We still have buyers still there, okay? But this is a heavy bearish candle coming down. With 45 seconds to go, and then 15 more minutes, futures market open up. Forex, it's not over until the trade is closed. You're absolutely correct. It's not over until the fat lady sings, is what they say. It's not over until the fat lady sings. So... good return, but remember this red line, okay? You can see how it's, again, in focus. Resistance, 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 resistance. We closed above. the big FU situation now coming down on the buyers. That's going to be the battle zone. I told you that red line, 4,037. Here's the close in 10 seconds. Okay, so it closed below. Okay, so that red line is still resistance. So it could come up blue and retest that and get rejected. Okay, the candle's black, so it opened with sellers, so we could come down. But we have a larger wick. It's not a small wick. So maybe we can get a wick right now, buyers, and then we take it one more time. This is where we could now start to, you know, maybe find a consolidating area. Maybe we flag somewhere around here. Right here. But with that bearish ignited candle coming down, you can tell how strong selling pressure is. We got a nice rebound lead, but still these bearish ignited candles, it's heavy selling pressure. So buyers got a lot of work to do to climb this mountain and get it back above there and close above. If we can get that move closing above there, futures market might look really bullish for us, and we could get a really nice trade out of this if this continues to build. Okay, I'm in the money right now. I'm still not at a break even. So I was up 50 pips. It came all the way back down to break even. I'm not in a break even, just unrealized. I'm right back in it. There's the bar coding, blue, black, blue. So let's see if we can break out of here and drive up to that fishy area and get our 70 pips and maybe fill the upper wick to 80 to 100 pips up there. But we got to close with blue volume. Again, it came up there and they're rejecting it back down. My God. This is almost as entertaining as the Dallas Cowboys game is gonna be. This is unreal. Man. Did some of you guys already pip and dip? Or are you guys still holding with me? Crazy Uncle Ronnie here. Forex, where are we going? 3,041. Holy shit, Forex. Please don't tell me that. 4,041. My whole account would be wiped out, Borix, if it went down to 3,041. I'm getting rejected by the 21 EMA. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance up there. Could be EMAs, could be... I don't care what EMA is up there. I saw the FU candle. That's all I got to see up there. That told me everything I need to know. I'm in this, but I don't feel confident in this. You know what I mean? I just don't feel confident. Because the way how that candle closed and that one how it opened, I knew it. Go and study this, 735 and 740, and you'll understand what I'm talking about, guys. Go in and zoom in on that candle. Add it up from how the whole range of that candle is, how we closed right at with one tick, and how that next candle didn't open blue and continue. It's all you got to know. Okay, so again, rejected right there, coming down. You know, I'm afraid I'm going to get stopped out of this trade, but I've reduced my risk substantially, guys. Okay, remember my original stop was below this red line, so now it's just right here. So I could still get stopped out, that's fine, but I've reduced my risk a lot. But we'll see. Maybe we can still maintain here. Maybe we can still build. Maybe the Forex gods will look out for us going into the futures. Who knows? Let's see. Is the FU candle a sign to get out of the trade? Yes, it is. That's why I reduced my stop loss substantially. Like, I should be out right now at a break even. Maybe I'm being too stubborn. Maybe that's what it is. I know what's to come, and I'm not getting out. But man, that's disgusting, guys. Oh, you don't understand how much that pisses me off. What's Trump doing? More talk about tariffs. He's opening the door for more tariffs. Trump is destroying the United States minute by minute. Him and his tariffs. Don't get me started with Donald Trump here. The guy lies through his teeth, and his followers just continue to just love it. Okay, we got that bullish candle opening. I'm in the trade still, but we are 8 minutes to go. And then we got the futures market opening up. So, could get interesting. Okay, guys, I'm just going to exit the trade right now myself manually. I'm exiting. I lost 5 pips. I'm out. I just lost 5 pips. I'm out, okay? I want to really watch going into the futures because I don't like that FU situation up there. So I got out. I lost 5 pips, transparency. I manually exited the trade. I reduced my stop loss. I don't even want to be in this market right now. I could go into a buy right after again, or I could sell with this market, but I've seen enough there, guys. So just learn from me. If you were in, and you went up 50 pips, if you were at a break even, that's nature of the game. It happens. But if you scaled out of there and you grabbed some money, that's why I use that 80-20 rule. I don't know why I don't use it on these live calls as much as I do when I normally trade by myself. But no excuses. But I want you guys to know that I exited the trade basically right where I entered, lost 5 pips, no big deal, and I'm out of the trade. So I can clear my mind, watch how the markets open in the futures in the next 6 minutes. Again, and I don't play the woulda, shoulda, couldas. If a blue candle comes all the way up like this and I'm out, it doesn't matter because it could be the same situation where a big black candle goes down like that, okay? So I'm out. I just got to learn from that when I took the trade, when I was up 50 pips. But I wanted to ride that momentum right here, guys. Like, let me explain it to you. Look how we opened, we came down, we retested the daily point of interest. Perfect. We popped that wick. We drove. We closed above all of this bodies right there. Look at the wick. Like, it's one tick. Like, look at that. Right there. See how we opened and it's just bearish ignited. That was that fuck you candle I told you guys. How did we not open blue and just take that wick out because we would have been driving? That's why I held that trade. That's why I didn't take out 80% up there because I 100%, 99.9%, I thought we were opening blue. Even with a small pullback, we were going to take out that wick and fill and drive to that red line. That's, I should have held at that EMA. Yeah. But regardless, guys, you got to learn, okay? This is price action 101. You're going to see this type of pattern. You're going to get FU too, but learn from it. If you weren't in the trade, learn from this, okay? And then when you start asking questions, this is when you know you're on the right track in trading. Because when you see those clues, like then if you weren't in the trade, that would give you the clue maybe to sell, right? And then you see it came down, back up, closed, open blue. There's the rejection. You could be in a sell right now with your stop loss above this red line right now, and then you're riding it down, going into the futures, okay? And that's why I want out of the trade. I told you guys, I'm out so I can refocus. I don't want to just be holding a buy when the market can continue to change, okay? So, and we got 5 more minutes, guys. This is live trading, okay? So I hope you guys are understanding everything we do here is live. This is not back testing. So this is breaking down shit live to you guys. Pulling up stop losses while in a trade. Hopefully taking some profit out. Exiting a trade when it no longer meets your criteria, okay? Someone's going to say, well, Ron, why did you get out of the trade? You had a TP and you had a stop loss in. Sometimes you're going to have to do that, guys. You're going to have to manually take yourself out of a trade. If you don't like what you see, you don't have to literally just hold the trade just to hold it. I don't like what I saw there. I don't, I just want to, I don't know what type of volatility is going to come in at 8 p.m. I don't know what Trump is saying. I have no idea. So I saw enough, what I needed to see. I didn't get the move. I didn't get my continuation. Yeah, I pissed away 50 pips, but that's why I learned from me when I say take out 80%, and then at least you take some money out in situations when it does come down. Stock screener, do I take live trades? Oh my God. What do you think we just did for the past 1 hour? Oh my God. God help me. God help me on these calls. Oh my God. This is what I mean, guys. People want to learn how to trade, and look at what we have to go through. I was literally just, okay, you just joined. Okay, because you were going to get me started. Okay, I apologize. You just joined. Holy shit. Because I was ready to go off. I was like an ignited candle, ready to go off. Okay, my bad. Stock screener, I apologize to you. You just joined. Yes, I was just in a live trade. We do trade live. But it's for entertainment and education. We're not financial advisors. Okay? And then a big bullish candle coming up. So if you are still in the trade, not in the trade, we still have structure. We got to see these buyers close it back above this red line. It looks like a nice double bottom now, okay? Now that I'm not in the trade anymore, I can visually see what's going on. Is it building that leg right there? That's where it came up. So what I'd like to see is maybe in the futures, can it come up here? Maybe do this. Yeah, we could go long. We could go long again. However, sellers are still here. That big bullish candle came up, lower high, they're pushing it right back down. Not too far away from this lowest point of the day where they could really dump the market down. So I'm just going to clean up, tidy up, I tidy up the charts. One area that we have to understand is there's a lot of resistance right here, okay? So I'm just making this a red zone for education here. Okay, because we came in there, back down, came in there, back down, came in there, back down. We had that beautiful move where we came in there, and then the big FU candle, and then they brought it right back down, but it's still building, okay? So we got to watch what goes on here. Okay, beautiful coming up, okay? This is where the market really toys with you, okay? It plays with you. Oh my God. And they say trading is easy. Look at this game it plays with you mentally. Oh my God. Like I told you guys, I got out on that, and then I watched this big bull candle coming right back up. This game is ruthless, okay? If you can handle this mentally, the markets are going to test you. Not It's going to not just test your pockets, finances. It's going to test your mental game. I swear to God it is. And a lot of people aren't built for this. So you got to mentally prepare yourself. I'm telling you, this is the hardest part of trading, is this shit. Watching what just happened there, coming back down, closing it out, going, and then watching this. This is the mental game it plays with you. You lost all your money. I can tell you guys lost all your money because you guys are all full porting. I can read it in the chat. You guys are reckless. If you lose all your money, that's great. What do you want me to tell you? I'm not losing all my money. I lost 5 pips on that trade. If you guys do not know how to trade with proper risk management, don't be trading. I'll save you guys years and money right now. Quit trading. Trading is not for you. I'm being honest. Unsubscribe from the channel. I don't give a shit. I don't care at this point. If you guys don't know what you're doing and you guys lose all of your accounts, God help you. Like, there's nothing we can do. Nothing. I'm sorry. Go find any strategy. Go find anything. Go do anything. But when you don't have risk management, it doesn't matter what strategy you use. You will be blowing up accounts right, left, and center. Okay? That's the honest to God truth. I know it sounds harsh. You're going to call me an asshole. I don't care. I don't care. You were the one that full ported and destroyed your own account. Not me. You did that. And that's what you got. That's what you're looking for, is the next strategy. Oh my God, the next strategy. The next strategy is going to save me. No strategy is going to save you. When you don't have risk management, it doesn't matter what strategy you use. You can go to Wall Street and ask for the Wall Street strategy. It won't help you. Warren Buffett couldn't help you right now. Donald Trump couldn't even help you. And that guy is the biggest manipulator of the markets. Donald Trump couldn't even help you right now. Okay, anyways, guys, let's get into this. Gold just came up to the opening balance. That was my target, guys. Hypothetically, if I was still in the trade, that yellow line is a target. Oh, sorry, guys. Did you guys update it in the gold channel? Okay, there it is. Yeah, fuck. I wish, Borix, I wish I still stayed in that. I don't know. I kind of chickened out right there when it was coming down, you know, right before the futures. I should have held it. Should have, would have, could have. But guys, this is real life, okay? You're going to go through shit like this when you're trading. Now, how do we adapt? How do you overcome? What do you do now, okay? So, again, yeah, I'm upset, but that's it. I forgot about it. It's gone, you know? Now we got to continue to look forward. What are we looking at? Did anyone just see we just tagged into the opening balance, or was it just me here? See, we just came blue, blue, blue. That was my target. Remember when I showed you guys where I had my buy, and I showed you guys the full TP was right there. I don't know if any of you guys were paying attention. I know I wasn't still in it, but that's a target. Oh, yellow line, daily point of interest, opening balance. Okay? That's up to you if you guys were in it. Okay? But now we're still trading. It came in, back down. If these sellers close it back below this red block, we might have a bearish leg coming down. We're still in this zone. Like, if you were to trap all of this volume, we're not really going anywhere right now. It's not really going anywhere. Yeah, there's been some moves. We took out the lowest point of the day. That's why I went buy side, just to recap this trade. Right there, when I saw 720, they took out buy sell side lowest point, and then it kind of barcoded. That's when I took the buy inside here. Then that candle closed, retested, drove. FU came back down. When it was coming down, I took my stop loss, put it closer to break even basically, and then coming right back up, we pushed. There was the impulse breakout. So we got the higher highs. But now you got to continue with blue volume, closing above this red block so we can make it green. Maybe we build, we consolidate to the opening balance, and then we can push maybe buyers to the highest point of the day. But sellers are serious. They're bringing it right back down, okay? Guys, I'm going to wrap this call up at 8:30. I'm sorry, guys, but the Dallas Cowboys football game is on. I'm a Cowboys fan. I hate to say it, but gotta watch some Monday Night Football. Chop City, you're correct. Daniel, you're too funny. You just blew up your whole account. Now you're asking for money. Guys, we're not a charity here, okay? When I lost all my money, I wasn't asking anyone for money myself. I figured a way to learn how to trade the proper way. I worked 3 jobs to get some money, and I put it back in the markets, and you got to work, okay? Trading is working. It's not a charity here. When you lose your money with the broker, does the broker give you your money back? When you lose your prop firm, when you blow it up, does your prop firm give you your account back? No. Nobody gives a shit about you guys, okay? Grow a backbone. Get hard. Stop being soft. Stop being a pansy, okay? Get tough, right? The markets don't give a shit about you. This is not a charity here. This is real life situation, guys. This is real trading. You full port in a volatility, you're asking for what the market is going to do to you. I can't be soft on guys that are gambling. I'm sorry, guys. It's not. You're not trading. You're not trading. Whether you think you're trading, you're not. You're not. You are a gambler. You're a gambler. You need to go to Gamblers Anonymous. It's not trading. Trading is very technical. Trading is doing what we're doing. We're analyzing. We're looking for buys, sells, proper risk management. When we go into profit, we bring our stop loss off to reduce our risk. Hopefully we take some profit out. That is trading. What you guys are doing full porting it's gambling. I love poker. I used to play poker in Vegas. World Series. I played at the Bellagio, high limit rooms. I played with Gus Hansen, Daniel Negreanu. I have videos of it. Phil Ivey. I love poker. Trading is just like poker, right? You got to see, when you're in a trade, you got to go, where I took the trade, it's kind of like being dealt a good hand, right? You got to look for high probable hands. All of these gamblers are trading like a 2-7 offsuit and looking to win in a poker game. You got to bluff. You basically got to bluff your way. No bluffing here. You got to have good hold cards in poker. When you go all in, like that's when you up your position size. You got to know you got the best hand. Okay? That's why. When I see good trading volume, I up my position size. It's like in poker. Same thing. When you don't have a good hand in poker, you don't go all in unless you're just bluffing. You can't bluff these markets. These markets will take all your money. Okay, but now we see again. We came up, back down. So if this closes below, again, we could be selling back down into this consolidated leg and maybe taking out this lowest point. So let's stay with this. Are you guys still, if this candle closes bearish below here, are you guys still considering buying? Just because what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip that green zone red, and it illustrates how we just came and we tagged the opening day balance, and sellers are still pushing it down. So they got maybe the upper hand, guys, to continue. The daily candle is still bearish, okay? So they could continue to target this lowest point of the day. They've already broke it. That's why I took that buy. But if they continue to push it down and close it below there with black volume, that's it. This gold could break down, okay? Guys, take it easy with spamming in the chat because I can't read what you guys are saying. Just take it easy, guys. 1 more minute to go. Zoom, do you guys have any questions, okay? Make sure we all learn about today's FU candle. There it is. FU setup. It's right there. That's for review. Do we only trade gold? No, we trade US 30, NASDAQ, more in New York. But when we come in Tokyo right now, we focus on gold. Gold is exciting in Tokyo. So it's taking the show. But normally when we do Tokyos, we do a little top-down analysis on US 30, NASDAQ, gold. But we're straight gold right now for the next few Tokyo sessions. Okay, here's the close. So we closed again in that green zone. So it didn't close below. So if I do take a push down, it could be an impulse coming down and go right back up. Okay, so again, is there any closing volume below there? Not yet. And we have got a lot going on this week, okay? Don't sleep on Nvidia's earnings Wednesday after hours, Thursday 8:30 big US news, and Friday has big US news. So lots of high impact US news near the end of the week, especially Nvidia's earnings Wednesday after hours, guys. Could really move the markets. Okay, that's what I mean. That was an impulse move. Right? No black candle closed below there. It opened and pushed down. That's what I was saying. It could just come down, get a wick, and go right back up. So we could maybe continue to possibly buy with this. Okay? Anyone want to consider continuing buys? We either got to wait for volume to confirm that buyers can close above here, or we take this candle on impulse. Those are our only two options. And this candle has 3.5 minutes still to go. So it could still build and start to break out of here. So you have to ask yourself right now, do I take this candle now or do I wait 3 minutes for it to close? And if you choose to wait for it to close, if it goes through here, you can't play the would have, should have, could have game. Because you chose to wait for it to close. So you basically got to go on impulse. But you could get a little bit of information from below. It's got a higher low, still holding this daily point of interest, but we're just trading inside here, okay? So with 2.5 minutes to go, I'm going to wait and see where it closes. Because again, it's just in the zone where buyers and sellers are just playing that tug of war. And this is the opening balance. This yellow line, 4,045. It's a very important area. Liberated, just want to say thanks for your time. No problem, my pleasure. But also, guys, to say thanks to us, just hit the likes and subscribe to the channel. And if you if you guys really appreciate what we do here, we appreciate you guys. Sorry if if I'm real with some of you guys, but sometimes we need it. I wish someone was there yelling at me when I was full porting my account when I first started trading and I had no idea what I was doing as well. Sometimes it's needed. I'm not doing it to be an asshole, just doing it to tell you the truth about trading. You're not going to go very far by trading like that. It's not that difficult to just lower your position sizing. We just did a 3-day risk management bootcamp because I know that that's the most difficult things for traders to learn. Learning candlesticks, you can learn this in 10 minutes, okay? It takes 10 minutes to learn a candlestick, but a lifetime to master them. I can teach you a candlestick in 10 minutes. I guarantee you can learn candlesticks from today's call. But I can't teach you risk management. I can't teach you discipline. You have to learn that. You have to learn it. Just like I had to learn it myself. Okay, so let's see. We got a bullish candle back above here. So buyers are still looking strong. They're looking tough. Okay, we got 40 seconds to go in the close. We could continue buying with this. And we're going into 8:15 with a new 15-minute candle. So maybe 15-minute, we don't have one 15-minute candle closing above here. This might be our first 15-minute close, right, really close to the opening balance, okay? So here it is on the 5 minutes, 20 seconds. We might get a nice strong close. This is still holding green zone. And here's the close. Get ready. Okay, so we closed right at the zone. Again, they opened it, ignited bearish. Okay, so you guys see how they opened it. Okay, so it's a bearish ignited open. As soon as this candle flips, it could turn blue and drive, or they push it back down. Okay, so there's the blue, there's the push down. Let's see if it refuels itself. I'm gonna buy. Okay, I'm going in a buy to see if we have enough juice to come back to the opening balance and break out a little further. Stop loss, I'm going real tight, guys. I'm just putting my stop right below the previous candle's low, okay? I'm just putting my stop loss right here because this is going to be my last trade of the night. My stop is the previous candle's low. There's my stop loss, okay? Because I want to see if we can just build quickly and just break out, okay? But I'm not going to play this game all tonight. If it comes down here and closes below, then I'm going to be holding this thing down. So I'm in a quick trade. This is called like a quick scalp. Okay, so we already tested 50% of the previous bar. We're holding. Can we get the volume back up to the opening balance? Sellers are still there pushing it down. So if it comes down deeper to the opening balance of the previous candle, I'm in drawdown. I'm still in. My stop loss is below the previous candle's wick. Okay, so I'm telling you, this is a fast scalp. So I want to see if this green zone will continue to build with pending orders, and if we can really get up to that opening day's yellow line balance, 4,045. And then Dave will be live tomorrow, New York, with in Zoom. If you guys want to join the team. And then I'll come back for another Tokyo session again at 6:30 p.m. And we'll see what is happening tomorrow in Tokyo. Entry, bro, right here. Right here. That's where I entered. It's right back to my entry point. 4,041 and 50 cents. Okay, so we're building back up. Okay, so we came down. We got a higher low. Right back at the opening balance of this candle. Again, I want to see if we can reclaim this green zone. We're above the 9 EMA. We're in a nice bullish trend. Okay, but we're still have higher time frame selling pressure, so we are still technically counter trading. But we got a higher high, higher low, new higher high, higher low. Let's see if we can. I want to see if we can build, continue to ask and trade at the opening day's balance, and create a new higher high, and then this time pip and dip out of here. If I can still stay, and my stop is very tight. It's right below the previous candle's low. Okay, that's where my stop is. Because I'm looking for a quick move out of here right now. Okay, so if it fills to that yellow line again, 30 pips up there, that's when I can start to reduce my stop loss again. And then if we can get it up there, we want to see if we can break that wick for a new higher high to extend the rally. And then also, where's going to be the closing volume? Will it close above these two top wicks? Will it close at that yellow line? Or are sellers going to reject this move coming back down into here? 1 minute, 20 seconds to go. This is 50% of that bullish candle, that red line. That's what I just did. I just cut it. So we're right back to the opening balance. We got this bearish spin top candle, bullish spin top. We're going up and down like a yo-yo. Closing price in 20 seconds. Let's see what we got here. Where's this thing going to close, this nasty candle? Oh my God. See how it turned blue and they smash it back down? Welcome to the world of crazy volatility. Okay, so sellers controlled that candle. They brought it back down. You saw that nasty. That was a nice blue candle, and then they slammed it back down. We opened bullish ignited right now, and we just lost our ignited open early. So this is still inside this green zone. Can we find any wicks in here? And just to reiterate, guys, my stop loss is just below the previous blue candle's wick. I'm telling you guys, it's pretty tight. Some of you guys might say, I don't know what you're going to say, but that's where I'm telling you my stop loss is. Okay, so we got a good return coming up. So you know what I mean? We're holding in the green zone. Sellers are selling into it, but the buyers are pending. They're there. So now can we just redistribute up this wick, up this wick, up this wick, and get back up to that yellow line? Then if it gets up there, I already have the measured move above 30 plus pips. Then that's where I could maybe reduce my risk again. For all of those crazy gamblers out there to learn how to learn risk management. There's a good punch. Okay, but can we get up there? So that created a higher high from all of these wicks, but we're still below that opening day's price, that yellow line right there. That there's 20 pips. 20. Okay, there's 25, 30. I'm going to a break even. Break even. Okay, I'm at a BE now. I'm telling you a quick scalp with a this is nasty, but I'm happy to be at a break even because I know that there's too many gamblers on YouTube tonight. I need to sleep tonight. So I'm at a break even to all the gamblers out there. So I can't win, I can't lose if I get tapped at a break even, okay? All I can do is look for the volume to continue to come up, 35 pips, and possibly break. Then maybe, should I be exiting, taking some profit because I didn't take the 50 pips on that previous trade? Holy shit, is Ron not following any plan today? I even said to myself, this was a quick scalp. Man, I'm like flustered on these calls. I just got tapped out, break even. Okay, guys, that's it. That's scalping. You guys wanted to learn scalping? You got to make quick decisions fast, okay? I told you, I went in a buy. My stop loss was right below that wick. As soon as it started to push up there, 30, 35 pips, I took my stop loss to break even. And you can see I didn't do anything again at that yellow line. 2 times the market got me, and I pissed away 50 and 30, almost 85 pips on today's call. Pissed away. Just like I'm going to go piss in the toilet right now with all of the coffee I've been drinking. That's how you piss away money, literally, guys. But that's it for me today, because we got to go watch now these miserable Dallas Cowboys play tonight. Anyone learn anything from tonight? Yeah, that's a damn yellow line. It's a point of interest for something. That's the opening balance. So you can see right now how tough the sellers are right there. 2 times I was in profit, 50 pips coming there, boom, back down. Again, I took that, 35 pips in profit, back down. Please, guys, if you can learn any lesson from tonight, is to trade to these target areas. Learn from my 2 major mistakes tonight. Out of all of that, I lost 5 pips in total. But you said it. Liberated, don't be greedy. Was Ron being greedy tonight? Okay? Maybe I wanted more, but you got to understand that's an opening balance for a reason. A reason. And then now look how heavy the selling pressure is. So again, if this closes bearish below here, you're going to flip that green zone red. Might have another leg to sell back down, and they're targeting this lowest point of the day. Okay? If you're going to continue trade. To me, it's still rather difficult volume to trade. You got to. That's why you got to literally be in and out of today's volume until it starts really moving. Okay, guys. And there is a free Telegram channel pinned for everybody at the top of the channel. Guys, NVIDIA reports on Wednesday. This is like NVIDIA, this big bull holding the markets, holding the economy, holding the stock markets. We'll see their earnings on Wednesday. If NVIDIA has shitty earnings, could be the trigger to sell. Who knows? Our trade ideas, we're doing really well today. If you guys need any trade ideas, trade setups, we'll help you with those. And guys, we just finished our risk management bootcamp. Maybe some of you guys on YouTube need to watch this 3-day bootcamp on risk management. I'm telling you, you might change your perspective in trading. Okay, guys. And there is a promo going on for lifetime trade ideas. It's limited spots. Send us an email, stocksnipertrading.com, if you want to get in. And myself, Dave, or the admins will help you out. Okay. So we're doing a promotion on all of the trade ideas, guys. And guys, thank you for all the subs. We appreciate you guys. This keeps us motivated. Again, you're pushing us up all-time highs. Keeps us motivated to continue to be here with you guys. Help be that tough person you need in life that can let you know when you're gambling that you can't sustain it, guys. So thank you guys so much. If you're going to continue trading tonight, watch. You get closing volume. Continue. This block is still holding. Closes below there. You might break the trend line. Might push back down. But we learned a lot today. FU right there. That killed the momentum in there. Look at that candle. 99% near the 9 by the high. Next candle opened bearish ignited. Couldn't even take out one tick. When you see something like that, you got to know something is fishy, right? We put that fish up there. So again here, I came into 2 trades in there. Couldn't break that. I should have 80-20 rule. 80% out, 20% break even. That's why, guys, scalpers take out majority of the bulk of their trade at these areas and don't play games, because I just literally pissed away a daily wage, 85 pips up there, by playing silly games in the markets. Okay, and if you want to join us, guys, stocksnipertrading.com. You got free blogs, risk management blog. Check it out. Our live sessions. Dave does the New York's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, private in the Zoom. And we're doing Tokyo's all this week, okay? Starting at 6:30. So join us every single day, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Join the team if you like. You get to trade with all of these top traders in the Discord over here. There's lots of them, guys. It was awesome watching here Sunday night market open. It was amazing. Share your charts, guys. Everyone on Zoom, get more involved in here. And you will learn from each other in here, okay? Share your charts, share your analysis. I love trade like a team. It's like a trading floor, right? So everyone, thank you guys. We appreciate all of you guys. What a Monday to start the week. But we'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Everyone, have a blessed evening. We'll see you guys tomorrow. David, when are we smoking weed at one side? I'll smoke weed with you guys any session. Any session. You guys let me know, and I'll be smoking with you guys. Okay, have a good night, everyone. Thank you, guys. It was a fun session. Hopefully you guys learned. And please, to the gamblers out there, stop gambling, okay? And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you, guys. Guys, I left too much on the table. You didn't respect that yellow line. Real quick. Too greedy in these markets. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks, Lee. Have a good night, Justin. Have a good night, David. See you, Sergio. Take care. Rob.
Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to the live session of Stock Sniper Trading. My name is Dave, guys. My partner is Ron. Let's get down to business here, guys.
jumping in on US30. Sell. Okay? I'm jumping in. Guys, that's a 100 pip drop. Yes, we caught it. Hey, guys, 200 pips, please. Secure.